Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Monday, May 20 update. Jason's awful news for Carly. Anna doesn't buy Brennan's victim act. General Hospital, DHO spoilers update for Monday, May 20, reveals that Hamilton Finn, Michael Easton, will make a confession to Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, over the phone. After Finn admits he drank at the wedding, he'll end up feeling like a failure. However, Alexis will get updates on the situation and rush to Finn's defense. It's not like Finn was intentionally trying to sabotage his sobriety, so Alexis will push him to just accept that it happened and make sure it doesn't happen again. Finn will also have an important conversation with Gregory Harrison, who'll apologize for reopening old wounds during their recent fight. Gregory will assure Finn that he's forgiven everything in the past, so they'll both concentrate on living in the here and now. Meanwhile, Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, will shower Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, with gifts and attention as they enjoy their honeymoon suite at the Metro Court. Other GH spoilers say Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bennard, will panic over Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, seeing him at his worst. Christina got a front row seat to Sonny coming unhinged and threatening to wipe Dex Heller, Even Hofer, off the map along with Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. When Blazaka Allison Rogers, Jacqueline Grace Lopez, pops back up, she'll find Christina crying on the floor. It seems Christina will experience some baby-related pain, so Blaze will make sure she gets to the hospital ASAP. Speaking of the hospital, Anna Devine, Finola Hughes, will check in with Jack Brennan, Charles Major, as he's recovering there. Although Brennan will play the victim, Anna may suspect he injured himself to score a trip to G8. Brennan will act like he can't make any bold moves in his current condition, but Anna will disagree and feel like he could be more dangerous than ever. While Anna warns Brennan that she's got her eye on him, Jason will give Carly news on Sonny's meltdown. Carly will find out about Sonny beating Dex up and grow concerned about Christina's pregnancy, since she'll be freaking out over his ruthless behavior. As for Dex, he'll seem rather disoriented when Jocelyn Jax, Eden McCoy, finds him in bad shape. It's obvious that Dex needs urgent medical care, so Jocelyn should get into the ER as soon as possible. General Hospital spoilers say Sonny could get arrested if Dex presses charges, so stay tuned. On Monday, May 20, General Hospital brimmed with drama as the residents of Port Charles navigated another day of unexpected twists and emotional upheavals. The episode began with a heavy atmosphere as Jason Morgan prepared to deliver heartbreaking news to Carly Corinthos. Meanwhile, Anna Devine found herself increasingly skeptical of Dr. Brennan's claims, sensing that the so-called victim might be hiding darker secrets. Jason's face was a mask of resolve as he walked towards Carly's room. The weight of his news bore down on him like an anvil. He knew that what he was about to share would shatter Carly's world. The hospital's fluorescent lights buzzed softly overhead, casting an almost clinical light on the grim task ahead. He knocked gently on the door, his heart pounding in his chest. Carly, despite her strong exterior, looked fragile as she lay on the bed, her eyes searching Jason's face for any clue of what was to come. "Jason," she said, her voice trembling with a mixture of hope and dread. "What is it?" Jason took a deep breath, struggling to keep his composure. "Carly, there's no easy way to say this. It's about Sonny." The name alone was enough to make Carly's heart stop. Sonny Corinthos, her rock and the father of her children, was the center of her universe. Carly sat up straighter, her knuckles white as she gripped the sheets. "What happened? Is he hurt?" Her voice grew more frantic with each word. Jason nodded solemnly. "Sonny's missing. We believe he was ambushed. There was an explosion at the warehouse, and they haven't found him yet." He paused, letting the gravity of the situation sink in. Carly, they think he might be dead. The world seemed to collapse around Carly. Her breath caught in her throat, and tears welled up in her eyes. No, Jason, no. He can't be gone. We've been through so much. He always comes back. Her voice cracked, and she covered her face with her hands, sobbing uncontrollably. Jason moved to her side, wrapping his arms around her in a protective embrace. We'll find him, Carly. We won't give up until we know for sure. Across town, at the WSV office, Anna Devine was deep in conversation with Dr. Brennan, who claimed to have been victimized by a criminal syndicate. Anna's sharp instincts, however, told her something was off. Dr. Brennan's story was too rehearsed, his demeanor too polished. There was an air of deception that Anna couldn't ignore. Dr. Brennan, Anna began, her tone laced with suspicion. I find it hard to believe that someone with your expertise could be so easily targeted without any sign of struggle or prior warning. Dr. Brennan shifted uncomfortably in his seat, his eyes darting around the room. Agent Devine, I assure you, I was blindsided. These people are extremely dangerous and resourceful. Anna leaned forward, her piercing gaze never leaving Brennan's face. Resourceful, yes, but you're a renowned specialist in security protocols. How did they bypass your defenses? Brennan's face tightened, a flicker of annoyance crossing his features. They had inside help. Someone I trusted betrayed me. Anna noted the defensive body language and the slight hesitation in Brennan's voice. And who might that be? She pressed. I'm still investigating, Brennan replied quickly, almost too quickly. I need more time to gather evidence. Anna nodded, but her mind was already racing. She decided it was time to dig deeper into Dr. Brennan's past. Something about his story didn't add up, and she was determined to uncover the truth. Back at General Hospital, Carly's grief had turned into a steely determination. She wiped her tears and looked at Jason with fiery resolve. We need to find out who did this. We need to make them pay. Jason nodded. I'm already on it. I have Spinelli working on tracking any leads. We'll find out who's behind this. Carly's eyes blazed with anger. And when we do, they'll wish they never laid a hand on Sonny. As the day wore on, tensions continued to rise. Elizabeth Weber tried to comfort Carly, offering words of solace and support. Carly, I know you're hurting, but you have to stay strong for the kids. They need you. Carly nodded, her resolve hardening. I will. For them, but I won't rest until I know what happened to Sonny. Meanwhile, at the WSB office, Anna had uncovered a potential lead. She discovered that Dr. Brennan had been in contact with several known associates of a notorious crime lord just weeks before his supposed victimization. This connection was too significant to ignore. Anna decided to confront Brennan directly. She stormed into his office, her eyes flashing with determination. Dr. Brennan, care to explain why you've been in contact with known criminals? Brennan's face paled, and he stammered, I can explain. It was part of an undercover operation. Anna shook her head. Save it, you've been lying to me from the start. I want the truth, and I want it now. Brennan's facade crumbled, and he slumped in his chair. All right, you're right. I wasn't entirely truthful. But I had no choice. They threatened my family. Anna's eyes softened slightly, but she remained firm. If that's true, we can protect them. But you need to cooperate fully. Brennan nodded, defeated. Okay, I'll tell you everything. Back at General Hospital, Jason received a call from Spinelli. Stone cold, I've found something. A surveillance video from a nearby building caught the explosion. There's a figure walking away from the scene just before it happened. Jason's heart raced. Send it to me. We might have our first real lead. As the day drew to a close, the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. Carly, bolstered by her friend's support and Jason's unwavering determination, vowed to uncover the truth behind Sonny's disappearance. And Anna, now armed with Brennan's reluctant confession, prepared to delve deeper into a web of deceit that threatened to ensnare them all. The residents of Port Charles braced themselves for the battles ahead, knowing that the road to justice would be long and fraught with peril. But they were ready to face whatever came their way, united by their love and loyalty to those they held dear.